Yeah. Should be live? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Pagaiwa, Bun Yahanna, Bun Yashala.
Pagaiwa, Bun Yahanna, Bun Yashala.
Yahweh Shemi Al Shabrakatah.
Yahweh Shemi Al Shabrakatah.
Layasha.
Who's that?
Turn your volume down. Whoever that may be. Go ahead and do it.
Almighty, which means to stand. Wapayah Hakadal, which means turn the face to the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shadash.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shukah. Yahweh. Lakukah. Tama'ah. Atazayah. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K.
Bashamayim.
Thunder
now.
Come. The wall. Masalak now. Walk now. Masalak now. Walk now. Wala'ah. Tama'ah now. Wabo. Hawashai now. Mayan. Rad. Kaya. Laka. Hamalak. Waha'ala.
I'm on. And in the English, repeat after me. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be.
We're going to say Yahweh.
In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So big.
We're going to say, bless Israel.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh. Barak Lanam. Sapari. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Yahweh. And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect. Our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So big.
We're going to say Psalm 121.
Asha'ah. Yahanna. Ma'ayan. Yama'ah. I.S.U.P.K. Ma'an. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Shemayim. Wa'arataza. Al-Yatan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashun. Shalomah. Yasha'al. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Zizalka. Al-Yah.
Yamika,
Yamama,
Yamama,
Ashama,
La'a,
Yakar,
Yakar,
Wayara, Layala, Yahweh,
Yashama,
Yashamarka,
Yakara,
Yakara,
Yashama,
Yashama,
Aknapasha,
Yahweh,
Yashama,
Yashama, Tazaka, Wawaka, Maitha, and in English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore. Thank you. So be.
We're going to say Psalms 83.
Alahai,
Adamayilaka,
Adamayilaka,
Atakara,
Atashikwa,
Yahanna,
I.S.U.P.K, Yahanna, Wamashinayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, I.S.U.P.K, Ya'ariyama, Sawa, Wayataya Altazapawanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Wanakakia, Magoni, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shemya Sha'ala, Iwa, Kaya, Never Aitazawa, La, Yakawa, Aliyaka, Barya, Yakarafu, Ahali, Adawan, Wayashama'ali, Mawa Awa, Wahagari, Babal, Anawan, Waimala, Alashah, Amyashabi, Tazawo, Gamashawo, Nalawa, Aiman, Ayawa, Zarwa, Zabayalawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadi, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabi, Wadakol, Wayaswan, Nasamahu, Ayana Ayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayathamu, Nadiyamu, Kaira, because of Ba, because of Zamana, Kanasaya Kamu, Ashar, Amor, Naya Rashad, Nadawa, Nadawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathamu, the Gagala, the Kwa, the Bayaraka, the Ira, Kalaba, Kalaha, Maryam, Kara, the Dama, was Irika, the Papa, the Bahalam, in English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them over. For being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the children of Salakia, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, and like Ze'ed. Yea, all their princes, as Sabbath, and as Salmun, moving.
As I
Who
move.
said,
Who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahanna
the house of Yahanna
in possession.
in possession.
Oh my power,
Oh my power.
make them like a wind,
Make them like a
as
wind.
the stubble before the wind,
As the stubble before the
as
wind.
the fire burneth the wood,
As the fire burns the
and
wood.
as the flame setteth the mountains on
And
fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute
So
them
persecute
with
them
thy tempest,
with thy tempest.
and make them afraid
And make them
with
afraid
thy storm.
with thy soul.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with
that
shame.
they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh,
Oh Yahweh.
let them be confounded,
Let them be
in
confounded.
trouble forever.
In trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame,
Let them be put to shame.
and purged,
And purged.
that men may know
That men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. Psalm, which means to turn. The Shalom, which means to be seated.
The Shabbat which means to be seated. Great. We're going to get this thing right and rolling. So like you on the time. Shalom Yahweh Shem to all of the brothers that's coming in. Shalom Yahweh Shemal Shem Yahweh all the sisters that's coming in. All right. You understand this Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. You understand? 125th Street under Commander Yahanna. This is the Lord's Sabbath service. We about to get it kicked off. We picked up last week. As you tune in, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. You understand? We're keeping this thing holy, this tradition. We rocking and rolling. We're gonna pick up where we left off last week. We in the book of Job. We in the book of Job for everybody tuning in at chapter 26, verse 6. Shapot, pick up the first set for me, Bubba Sharp.
Call. So the book of Job, chapter 26, verse 6.
Go ahead.
I shut a wall. Naga the ya. Naga the wa. Wa young. Kasawa. La Badawan. Verse 7. Nata. Tazapawan. Al. The Howard. Stalaha. Al-Rataza. Al. Balaya. Volume. Maha. Verse 8. Tazarar. Mayum.
La, so they I have to start before
But I
put your what?
do you
Nabakwai. Ainan. Dakathum. Verse 8. Verse 9. Ma'akaza. Panya. Kasa. Parashai. Parashizah.
That's what I know you right. Go ahead.
Ainanwa. Verse 10. Kakwa. That's just one word, right? Kakwa. Kaga. Al. Panya. Mayum. I. Dakalayas. A war. I. Kashak. Verse 11. I'm a wadi. Shamyam. Yahweh power. Wait, what the? Why you thumb Mahawa? Maka Rathwa. Verse 12. Baka Kawa. Maka Hayam. What was the wild Nathwa? Makataza. Rahab.
Reading that Hebrew strong, man. Reading that Hebrew real strong. We're gonna pick it up over in the English. We at Job 26 and 6. Let's go.
Come. Job chapter 26, verse 6. Hell is naked before him, and destruction has no covering. Verse 7. He stretches out the north over the empty place.
What's going on right here? Just to give you a quick backdrop. We'll move at a faster pace. Just to give you a quick backdrop. You know, we in the book of Job. Everybody's aware to some degree about what's going on with Job. You understand? Right now, he's describing the Lord's power right here. He's pretty much going into a breakdown of just really how the Lord moves and what he's capable of. Go ahead, keep reading.
Come. Verse 7. He stretches out the north over the empty place,
Keep going.
and hangeth the earth upon nothing. Verse 8. He bindeth up the waters in his thick clouds, and the cloud is not rent under them. Verse 9. He holdeth back the face of his throne, and spreadeth his cloud upon it. Verse 10. He hath compassed the waters with bounds, until the day and night come to an end. Verse 11. The pillars of heaven tremble and are astonished at his reproof. Verse 12. He divideth the sea with his power, and by his understanding he smiteth through the proud.
Most time praise. We're gonna keep reading back in the Hebrew. Most time praise. All right, we're gonna take it back to the Hebrew. I'm gonna take this 6 right here. Job chapter 26, verse 13. Bara wakawa shamayam shapara kalala or kala yadawa nakash baryak. Verse 14. Hun Allah katazawa dawakawa wama shamataza dabar nashamai bawa wa ra'ain gaba rafwa maya yathab wanam. Verse chapter 27, verse 1. Waya sa ayawa sha'a mashawa waya amar. Verse 2. Kaya al hasayar masha patya washa washadya hamar napashaya. Verse 3. Kaya kal iwad Nasha Mathia Baya Wara Waka Alawa Ba'a Paya. Verse 4. Ima or Thadabar Slakia Thadabar Baran Slakia Barana Shapathia Awala Wala Wala Shawanya Ama Yahagal Kyle Iwad. That Miss Alana. Salaki. Ra Maya. Verse 5. Kala Yala La Ya Atazad Yakab Yak Athakam I Agawai La'a Asayar Thamathaya. Yeah, Thamathaya Mama Yanya. Verse 6. Is it? We're going to take it back over to the English. Go ahead and read.
Come. Job chapter 26, verse 13.
Go ahead.
By his spirit he hath garnished the heavens. His hand hath formed the crooked serpent. Verse 14. Lo, these are parts of his ways, but how little a portion is heard of him. But the thunder of his power, who can understand? Job chapter 27, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Moreover, Job continued his parable and said, verse 2, as God liveth, who hath taken away my judgment, and the Almighty, who has vexed my soul. Verse 3, all the while my breath is in me, and the spirit of God is in my nostrils.
You know what I'm saying? Even though all of this is going on to Job, he's still keeping it, keeping it 100, keeping his both feet down. You understand? He still understands that the Lord is the Most High, that He is the Most High power, that He is still the God of Israel. You understand? We as chosen people, all that and above. And though all of this is happening, as the scripture just said, the Lord is still remaining in his body and in his nostrils. He not, he not going to forsake the Lord. The Lord going to have him at the end. You understand? So he trying to stand on his own too. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 4. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit.
That's what he's saying right there. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. Y'all gotta ask yourselves when you read these scriptures to now apply it to your own life. I don't know how many times we brothers going through all types of trials, going through all types of things in their life. They losing slaveries, their ribs leaving them, their children hate them. You can't see your children, your boss, your slave master at the job hating you. You understand? Your rib don't know how to shut up, shut up mouth. Your children get disrespectful. You understand? There's all types of things that's going on. Bills up to your neck, car troubles, all these things going on. We living in hell in this kingdom, where Job was living in hell. So many times that you look at yourself, what you want to remind yourself is to never, ever drop your sword and decide that you're not going to serve the Lord, and decide that you're going to talk down on the Lord and mock the Lord. And that's the person that's going to get you up out of that thing. Right. You understand that? And then behind that, brotherhood. But you don't never lose faith in what's going on. And guess what? It's Satan's job to get you to lose faith in the Lord. It's Satan's job to get you to hate yourself and kill yourself. So you don't give him that benefit of the doubt, man. Give the Lord the benefit of the doubt. We'll be so quick to want to just, drop our sword and just, man, it's getting hard. I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. When we start looking for other options, man, the only option is straight way to gate. The only option is through the Lord. You understand? Don't you ever drop your sword, no matter how hard and tough it gets. You seek counsel. You seek brotherhood. You understand? You make the changes. You look at the decisions you're making, and to make sure to see that it's pleasing to the Lord. That's what we do. The last thing we do is give up. And this is a good example of Job right here. He said, no matter what, man, I ain't about to speak ill of the Lord. Read that scripture again.
Come. Verse 4. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit.
You understand? My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. He ain't gonna serve some other God like some brothers and sisters done. Going to serve some Muslim God. Going to go kiss some rock. Go walk in the desert. Go walk around in the desert with some dang toga on and a dress. You understand? Or some small hat. He ain't gonna serve some other God. He said, I ain't gonna talk wickedness or deceit, man. You understand? So what are we doing? Let's keep it a stack with the Lord. Let's do what we supposed to do. We got one God, one Father. You can't change the Father that chose you, that birthed you. And Most High God of Israel, this entire earth, he chose black people. So you don't go serve another God and speak deceit. You understand when these things start to happen. Shalom. Let's get it. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 5. God forbid that I should justify you till I die. I will not remove mine integrity from me.
Say it again. Till I die.
Till I die, I will not remove mine integrity from me.
You brothers, when y'all see things is going on in y'all life, and it seems like it's just not going in your favor. You understand? All things is going on. Job, this what's going on right now is a good example for you to have. Job was getting messed up all the way. You understand? Messed up all the way. Everything is being taken from him. So when you feel like you're going through that same thing, you seek counsel. But you look at these scriptures and let these words levitate off the paper, man. Don't you speak the Zeke. Don't you go serve some other God. You understand? You stay 10 toes down, 2 foot, and you stay in his truth, man. You still serve the Lord and you seek his guidance, man. You understand? Keep going.
Well, that's his message.
That's it. Come up here. Mata y'all present thyself.
Mata ya ban banyan ban ya shalom.
Mata ya ban banyan ban ya shalom.
Ya ba shem ya sha brakatam.
Yahanna Shem Yahushua Brakatah.
Yashabi will be seated. We're going to pick up back in the Hebrew. Shabbat. Give me Job 27, 6. Go ahead.
Book of Job, chapter 27, verse 6.
Good.
Barata, the Quathia, Hakazak, the Quathia, Mala'ah, Arapah, La'ah, Yakarak, Lababia, Mayumya, verse 7, Yahanna, Yahanna, cover shy, I.S.U.P.K, Wamata, quote Wamathak, Wamathak, Wamamya, Wamaya, Ka'aywa, verse 8, Kaya, Maha, Dakwawath, Kanak, Kaya, Kabata Za'ai, it's like Yabata Za'ai, Kaya, Yeshua, Alawa, Napashwa, verse 9, Hataza I Quathwa, Hashemai, Yashemai, Al, Kaya, Tabawa'a, Ala Yawa, Tazara, verse 10, Al, Wadya, Shadaya, Yata Ain Naga, Yakora, Alawa, because I, verse 11, I will ra after come, but Yad, Al, Ashar, Ain, Wadiyah, Shadiyah, La'ah, Akakad, verse 12, Hana, Atham, Kalakam, cause of the young, cause of Yatham, Walama, Zahab, Habal, the Habalwa. That's it, sir.
We're going to pick up in the English, chapter 27, verse 6. Let's go.
Khan, this is the book of Job, chapter 27, verse 6. My righteousness I hold fast and will not let it go.
That's right.
My heart shall not reproach me so long as I live.
Keep going.
Verse 7. Let my enemy be as the wicked, and he that riseth up against me as the unrighteous. Verse 8. For what is the hope?
That's something that's heavy, brothers and sisters. I know the brothers in here understand this very well. But you brothers and sisters that's online, you got to stop trying to friend everything. You got to understand that you have enemies. Right. Job recognized as a righteous man of the Lord. Job recognized that he has enemies. So what is your Christian pastor doing telling you that you ain't got no enemies and to love everybody? How you going to love everybody when you have enemies, when enemies exist, when people are trying to murder you, people are trying to oppress your people, people are trying to have you in poverty, your own brothers and sisters is destroyed like every other brother and sister in the world. So what do? You have to recognize that you have enemies, recognize who's not your enemy, recognize who's destroyed. Have some discernment. The Bible speaks of discernment. You understand? Have some discernment, and the best way you're going to understand these things is by getting in this body. That's the best way you understand all of these angles, man. You understand it? Like the scripture just said, man. Job said, let my enemies. This is what Job says. And who are we to compare ourselves to Job? Right. Who are we? If Job's saying he got enemies, you just think, does everybody love you, huh? I understand. I don't know how many times you got to figure out that the world don't love you, man. The world does not love you. You understand? You come in here in this body, you understand what real love is. You feel me? Keep going.
Verse 8. For what is the hope of the hypocrite?
Go ahead.
Though he have gained, when God taketh away his soul.
So what is the hope of a hypocrite, man? Somebody that got to be bite backing on their word. Somebody that's, two-faced. Somebody that's tell you one thing and they ain't doing the same. Somebody that's trying to catch you up in your step. Somebody that's trying to put a stumbling block in front of you. You understand? The hypocrite ain't nothing honorable according to the Lord, man. The hypocrite ain't nothing honorable according to the Lord. So when you look at all of these people who seem to mock you, seem to have some sarcastic ways about it, you just remember one thing. When they mocking you and they making fun of you and all of these things and above, it say, well, what's the end for them though? When the Lord take away their soul, you think a sellout lives a happy life? You think Shaquille O'Neal and what's the other one? Charles Barkley? You think they live a happy life? They going home to some white tail. You think that's happy? Moving on. Keep reading. Salakia.
Will God hear his
night?
Will God hear his cry?
That flatbread. Salakia. Keep going. Salakia. Good night. Wait, go ahead. Keep reading.
Verse 9. Will God hear his cry when trouble cometh upon him?
Say it again.
Will God hear his cry when trouble cometh upon him?
Will God hear his cry when trouble cometh upon him? You understand? Like, to even believe is such a Christian ideology. I mean, I ain't gonna drag it on too long, but pay attention for a second. It's so ridiculous, and it shows you how destroyed we are to even believe that a hypocrite can get away with it.
Right.
It's ridiculous. Like, when you put things in the aspect, you think that somebody can slap you and just nothing happens. Somebody can put you in slavery, nothing happens. Somebody can lie to you and it is nothing happens. And that is the damage that Christianity and this oppressor has done in our time in this kingdom. They've allowed us to believe that nobody has to pay for slavery. Nobody has to pay for being a hypocrite. The Christian pastors never have to lie. Which one was the one that said that he was lying about something, or he wasn't teaching it right? Or which one of the pastors? The Purple Dollar? He said it's something he was not, that he was teaching wrong. His book that he was teaching wrong or whatever. Go ahead. It's tithes. He's talking about tithes. You think that you don't got to pay for that? You think you just say, oops, my bad, y'all, my bad. Brother, you 40 million deep. You 40 million deep, 6 gold Rolls Royces deep, and a jet deep, and knee deep in the water, and you think we just, nobody pays for that. I understand. What you got?
Slap, 2 things. I mean, it was so happy how you said the slap, and you got to pay for that. Because the slap is above a spit. To me, so it comes down to it. It's like about maybe above the tithes. He did not apologize. He said it made him the man that he is today, and he didn't apologize.
No, nobody got to pay for that, though, Shabbat. Nah, Creflo, he ain't got to give him none of them jets. He ain't got to give him no gold Royce. What's the movie Tower Heights with Chris Rock? What's his name? Eddie Murphy in there. You don't get to break down the gold car and get you a wheel. I ain't shipping you no door piece. You don't get the door handle. You ain't getting the radio that's gold. You don't get none of it. And nobody got to pay for that. The Bible tells us something, and if you trust in the Lord how you say you do, if you trust in the Lord how you tell everybody you do, then you'll believe this. Read that verse one more time.
Will God hear his cry?
Say it again.
Will God hear his cry?
Say it one more time.
Will God hear his cry?
The Lord not hearing them cries, man. You ain't hear the people's cries. Why should the Lord hear your cry? Why? You tell me. And the Lord is supposed to be a punk and bend over every single time that we decide to just be wicked, be evil. We just, every time that somebody try and get over somebody, you got to be one wicked person, man, to try to get over somebody. That's a wicked spirit to have. You understand? You trying to do somebody else dirty. That's forget about it, man. Keep reading.
Will God hear his cry when trouble cometh upon him?
Keep reading.
Will he delight himself in the Almighty? Will he always call upon God?
And will he always call upon God? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you got. Like, you can make somebody that believe in Satan, don't believe in God. He burnt a toe. He stubbed that little piggy toe on the corner. That boy screaming out God. He saying, why, Lord? Somebody lose their child, is why, Lord? Somebody lose their job, is why, Lord? You want to start to call on the Lord now. Now you want to call on the Lord. But what about us that was calling on the Lord? What about God's people that's down in the gutter that was calling on the Lord? Where all of that at? That don't matter. So why should the Lord hear your cry? Brothers and sisters, the people that done did you wrong, you understand? The people that done sided with this kingdom, their time is coming, man. You just do what you're supposed to do. What's the golden rule? I don't like to use it because it sounds a little Christian, but it got some weight to it. And that is this. Not just to reap what you sow, which comes from the Bible. It just slipped my dang mind. What you got?
Oh, I was just about to say, all those demon time gangsters be calling out God as soon as they get shot.
Nice. Demon time gangsters. We got to put that on the shirt, right? Nah, don't put that on the shirt. keep reading, but you right about that, brother. Good night. Keep reading.
I will teach you by the hand of God that which is with the Almighty will I not conceal.
Keep going.
Verse 12. Behold, all ye yourselves have seen it. Why then are ye thus all together.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing, man. You know, so get a brother a hand. That's the thing right there. You don't realize that you read the Bible, you see some amazing historical events. Not stories, but some historical events that actually took place. And you don't think that the Lord has historical things here? Do you realize he shut down the earth with a call? So to say that we have not seen the Lord's power, it's because we've been fooled that this is not all by God's hand. That's the problem. Brothers and sisters, the Lord is all the way around. You understand? And very soon he's going to move his next move. Very soon the next chess piece on the board is going to move, and Christ is going to come back with 200 million angels. But the Lord is slowly but surely plaguing this earth, plaguing America, plaguing our oppressors, slowly but surely, man. You understand? The Lord, he's the best producer. I don't think you know it or not. He knows how to make a movie and make a clip out of it. He knows the highlights in the movie. He knows the angles, the camera views, right? He knows how to put the microphone where it needs to be heard. He knows how to do it. It's a whole movie. You got the sports world, that's a part of the movie. You got Brittany Griner and the Russian guy, that's a part of the movie. You got the Most High Christ, you got the brothers that's rocking and rolling in the truth. That's a part of the movie. That's the best part to me, right? You got the Capitol being stormed. That's a part of the movie. This is all of a movie. The Lord is a good producer. And he's all the credits. He's all the credits. You understand? Please.
Like, I can't wait for that final scene.
And then the final scene, we ain't talking about the climax. We talking about the conclusion. We talk about the conclusion, brothers and sisters. This is a movie, and it's the best one. All of the movies that people making out, all the people that's uttering these things, all the people that's shaming you, all of that is in the movies, man. All of it is in the movies, man. And guess what? It's coming to fruition. He's almost done. It's almost time for the release date. It's almost time for the release date. You understand what you got?
I was going to say, all the prophets of the old and the I.S.U.P.K, they are the main characters.
Talk about it. Then the main characters, and you know what the villain is. I don't think we have to say it. Go ahead. That's why I'll read it in the Hebrew. Mid up here, we're going to keep reading one more time in the Hebrew. Go ahead. We at Job chapter 27, verse 13 through 19. I'll take this one for time's sake. We at verse 13. Chapter 27. Zahab, Halak, Adam, Rashai, An, Al, Wanakah, Arayah, Arayatazayam, Mashadia, Yarakawa, verse 14, Ahmad, Yarabawa, Banayawa, Lamawa, Lamawa, Salakia, Karab, Atazah, Ayawala, Wala'ah, Yashab, Iwa, Lakam, verse 15, Sharayabwa, Bamawa, Yakabarwa, Wa'a, Lamanath, Yawa, La'a, Tabak, Yana, verse 16, Ima, Yatazabal, Ka'ai, Paul, Kasak, Wayak, Kamal, Yakayan, Mala Bawash, verse 17, Yakayan, Watazad Yaka, Watazadya, Yala Bash, Wakasak, Nakaya, Yakalak, Bana, Ka'aisha, Bayakwa, Waka, Saka, Aisha, Natazar, verse 19, Aisha Yah, Yashaka, Wala'a, Ya'asa, Ayan, Yawa, Pakaka. Yes, no one more word. Wa'a, Yanawa. I'm going to pick it up in English. All right. Go ahead and read.
This is the book of Job, chapter 27, verse 13. This is the proportion of a wicked man. This is the portion of a wicked man with God, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. Verse 4. If his children be multiplied. I'm on verse 14, sir.
You said verse 4.
Verse 14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Verse 15. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. Verse 16. Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay. Verse 17. He may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. Verse 18. He buildeth his house as a mob, and as a booth that the keeper maketh. Verse 19. The rich man shall lie in it. Salaki. The rich man shall lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He openeth his eyes, and he is not. That's it.
That's how it occurs. Where we at? That was verse 13. Let's go ahead and call it the next brother. God will come back up with Bubba for sure. State your registry, Bubba.
Pagaibo, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Pagaibo, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatham.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatham. Read it. All right. Men of Israel here. Yeshavius needs to be seated. We're going to pick back up in the Hebrew. No sweat, but God, boys, going to knock it out. Then Job 27, verse 20 through 23. And yeah, go up to chapter 28 up to verse 3.
Come. Job chapter 27, verse 20 in the Hebrew. Dashayah Gahawa Kamayam Balaha Wata Bala Balawa Layala Gana Batawa Sawak Sawapa, verse 21. Yasha'awa, Quadayam. Yasha'awa, Quadayam. Wayalak. Wayasha'ai, Rahawa. Rahawa. Mama Kwamwa, verse 22. Waya Shalak. Ila Yawa. Aliwa. Wala'a. Zaka Mala. Yaka Mala. Maya Dawa, Barak, Yabarak, verse 23. Shapak, Al-Yamwa, Ka Paya Mawa. Ka Payamwa. Waya Sharak. Aliwa. Mama Kwamwa. Verse 28. Job chapter 28, verse 1. Kaya. Yasha. Lakasa, Mawatiza, Wamakwa, Wamak, Wamakwam, Mawakwam, Lazahal, Yazakwa. Verse 2. Barazal, Ma'ipar, Yaquak, Wa'aban, Tazawak, Nakwawasha. Verse 3. Quataza, Sham, Lakashak, Walakal, the call Yah, Hawa'a, Kabakwa, Aban, Apal, Wataza, Lamawath, Wataza Lamwa.
Most High praise. Instead of going in the English, good reading, strong in the Hebrew, man. You understand? Let's go in the English.
Come. Job chapter, it's like it was 20, correct? Job chapter 27, verse 20. Terrors take hold on him as waters. A tempest stealeth him away in the night. Verse 21. The east wind carrieth him away, and he departeth. And as a storm hurleth him out of his place. Verse 22. For God shall cast upon him and not spare. He would fain flee out of his hand. Verse 23. Men shall clap their hands at him and shall hiss him out of his place. Job chapter 28, verse 1. Surely there is a vein for the silver and a place for gold where they find it. Verse 2. Iron is taken out of the earth and brass is molten out of the stone. Verse 3. He settled an end to darkness. He setteth an end to darkness and searches out all perfection, the stones of darkness and the shadow of death.
Let's keep going in the Hebrew. The context here, Job chapter 28, verse 4 through 10. Shapak, take this one, Bobby Bishop.
24 through 10, sir.
Yes, indeed.
The book of Job, chapter 28, verse 4. Paratazah, Nakal, Ma'ayin, Gar, Hada Shakakim, Maraya, Regal, Dalawa, Ma'ana, Wash, Na'Iwa, verse 5, Arataza, Mamana, Yarataza, Nakam, what the Kathya, Nahapak, Kamawa, Ash, verse 6, Makwam, Sapayar, Abanya, Wa'ai Paras, Zahab, Lawa, verse 7, Natiyah, La'ah, Yada'aiwa, Ayat, Wala'ah, Shazapaswa, Ayan, Ayah, verse 8, La'ah, Hadarayak, Kahawa, Banya, Shakataza, La'a, Ida, Alua, Shakal, verse 9, Bakalum Yash, Shalak, the Yadawa, Hapak, Masharash, Hawayam, verse 10, Batazawaria, Batazawara, Ya'arayam, Bakwai, Wakar, Yakwar, Wa'ata, Ayanwa.
Most High Christ, let's get it on in the English.
Come. Job chapter 28, verse 4. The flood breaketh out from the inhabitant, even the waters forgotten of the foot. They are dried up, they are gone away from men. Verse 5. As for the earth, out of it cometh bread, and under it is turned up as it were fire. Verse 6. The stones of it are the place of sapphires, and it hath dust of gold. Verse 7. There is a path which no fowl knoweth, and which the vulture's eye have not seen. Verse 8. The lion's whelps have not trodden it, nor the fierce lion passed by it. Verse 9. He putteth forth his hand upon the rock. He overturneth the mountains by the roots. Verse 10. He cutteth out the rivers among the rocks, and his eyes seeth every precious thing.
Praise the Lord. Now, once again, these scriptures that we going over, like this is Job getting it in. You know what I mean? Everybody else been tapping and running their mouth and mocking him and all that and above. And while what's his name? While Balad was talking, he cut him off, and then he started going in. Right. And so he's right now he's going in up, he's digging up the Lord and just really putting a perspective on really how great the Lord is. Right. We never really understand how great the Lord is in the Christian church. We don't get comprehension for real reality things, and we don't get comprehension of reading. And when you start to read these records that is in the Bible, you should understand that these is records. You should understand that these things are actual, factual. They are not made up. This is not, storytelling, and it's a made-up story. These are records, you understand? So when Job is describing the Lord and just, what it is that he's capable of, brothers and sisters, when you start to hear this breakdown and you start to hear the glorious things that the Lord can do, the things that the Lord has made, you understand how he stuck up for us, how he's had our back, how his mercy has been. It should not be taken as a light thing. It should absolutely be taken as something that we should probably, give ear to and look at it as, man, this is one hell of a God. This is the only God. There's nobody that can stand next to him. Those aren't just words. When you look at what he's done, who can stand next to him? Right. It doesn't exist. What you got?
So one of the things that the Christian church doesn't give God full credit for is being a great father and punishing your tail for the evil that you do. Just like giving credit, Satan all the credit. Mm-hmm. Like Satan, the one who loved you and trying to teach you something by chastising.
Mm-hmm. Listen, that's such a heavy point. Get it, brother. That's such a heavy point. Because not only does the Christian church not allow you to understand that God is a good father, God considers himself a man. Who else is not considered a good father? Who else gets down for being a father? Who else gets down and get called no good? Show me how many communities say there ain't no good black men. Show me how many communities say we ain't got no good brothers and sisters, good brothers. Show me the Ethiopian that says there ain't no good Ethiopian. Man. You understand? Show me where the Ethiopian and the Chinese woman say that the Chinese man is a deadbeat father. It don't exist. So that spirit you can see is all up in the Christian church because we are not acknowledging being raised in that church to give the Lord his credit for what is due. You understand? But in here we learn not only how he's a father, man, but we learn how he moves. We learn the things he's done, and your mind would be
blown when you look at the mercy. You ready to beat the skin off your child back when he dropped a soda on the car. You ready to beat the skin off him, no TV, no this. You ready, you will beat him and record it on live at Instagram. You will go to his school and beat his behind or her behind in front of everybody. And then you look at what we've done to the Lord. And then you really have to consider his mercy. You really got to understand just how patient he's really been. We so quick to say, I don't understand why this is happening to me and da. We don't really understand what it could have been. It could have been worse. The Lord could have raised that belt a little bit more. The punishment could have been a lot worse. You understand? So it's about time that we actually give credit where credit's due. If you don't think the Lord deserves it, how in the hell can you say that you deserve credit for anything? Give the Lord his credit, man. You only learn how to do that when you actually make these words on these pages jump off and levitate into reality. Because these things is records. They're not just words on the page, man. These is not just words on the page. You understand? You done that? That was the last verse?
So we have one more section.
No sweat. Men up here, we'll stay up here. Rock me with Job 28 and 11. I'll read it in the Hebrew, Bashar. Let's see what we got here. I'll rock it out for this the time's sake. We had Job chapter 28, verse. Let me scroll with you. We have verse 11, right?
Come.
All right. Verse 11. Chapter 28, verse 11. Mabakya, Naharwa, Kabash, Watha Alim, Ama, Yataza'ah, Awar, verse 12, Waha, Kakama, Ma'ayan, the Mataza'ah, Wa'aya, Zaha, Makawam, Bayana, verse 13, La'ah, Yadai, Anawash, Art Ayarak, Wala'ah, the Mataza'ah, Ba'arataza, Haka Yayam, verse 14, Thahawam, Amar, La'ah, Vayar, Haya'ah, Wayam, Amar, Ayan, Imadia, verse 15, La'ah, Yathan, Sapawar, Takathya, Wala'ah, Yashakal, Kasap, Makaya, verse 16, La'ah, Thasala, Bakathum, one up, Salakia, Awa Payar, Bashaham, Yakar, what's a Payar, verse 17, Wala'ah, Ya'arak, Ya'ai, Rakana, Zahab, was a Kawa, Kaya, Wathamar, Waratha, Kalaya, Gazai, verse 18. Is it right there? No sign of Christ. We're going to pick it back up in the English, Job chapter 28, verse 11.
Come. Job chapter 28, verse 11. He bindeth the floods from overflowing, and the thing that is hid bringeth he forth. And the thing that is hid bringeth he forth to light. Verse 12. But where shall wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? Verse 13. Man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of the living. Verse 14. The depth saith, it is not in me. And the sea saith, it is not with me. Verse 15. It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof. Verse 16. It cannot be valued with the gold of Ophir, with the precious onyx or the sapphire.
That gold of Ophir is some serious gold, brothers and sisters. Some serious gold. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 17. The gold and the crystal cannot equal it, and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels of fine gold. Verse 18.
That's it right there. I'm about to keep it going, man. Stop me. We can go read the whole book, Cat. We can go read the whole entire book. Most high praise. You understand? The water for the brothers and sisters that just came through. You understand? That's tuned in online. Y'all make sure y'all still like, share, and subscribe. We coming to the end of this week's Sabbath service. Lord allow, we pick it up next week, rocking and rolling with the same traditions that we giving y'all. We gonna pick back up into Job chapter 28, verse 18 next week, man. Y'all make sure y'all tuned in, stay with us, call the numbers, contact the numbers. We on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. We on every platform, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. We on it. You understand? We gonna push this truth. We gonna make sure that the Lord's chosen people come back to following this Bible and picking up these traditions. Tonight, give the Lord a hand and get commanded in Yahanna. How can I forget? Give the Lord a hand and get commanded in Yahanna. The Jewish man calls it Hanukkah. In the Hebrew, it is a Hanukkah. You understand? That's the feast of dedication that's going on in Philadelphia. All of the neighboring cities, all the neighboring states that would like to attend, the flyer has been posted. Go look on I.S.U.P.K. DC. Go look on your nearest zone. Go look on the Philly page. Go bring all of that traffic there, man. You're more than welcome and you're invited to come dwell with your brothers and sisters.
Right.
The angels is going to be there. The Spirit of Christ is going to be there.
Right.
The Spirit of the Lord is going to be there. And with that, man, we're going to wrap up the Sabbath service, man. I get a Lord a hand. Say again. So like Imagine, which means to stand. Go ahead and blow the horn off the show.
SHALAM.
Imagine, which means to stand. Yahanna, which means turn to face the east. We'll say the Lord's Prayer. Avanel. Shabbat Shemayim. I.S.U.P.K.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be.
We're going to say a cock the power, Yahanna.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh, please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
We're going to say bless Israel,
Yahweh.
I.S.U.P.K.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
We're going to say Psalms 121.
And in English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahanna.
My help cometh from Yahanna.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
Will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So big.
So be it.
Go say Psalm 83. Alahai.
Alahai.
Adamai
Adamai
Lakah.
Lakah.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwa.
Al-Tashakwa.
Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Al-Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Wamashanai.
Nasha'au.
Ra'ah. Al-Aimah.
Yariyama. Sawa.
What
are the ites?
Al-Tasabawanika.
Amar.
Lakal.
Wanakaki.
Magod. Yassakar. Shem Yasha.
Aywa.
Kaya.
And in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahanna.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahanna.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahanna.
O Yahanna.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up their head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
We have taken crafty counsel
against our people
against our people
and consulted against our hidden ones.
and consulted against our hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come
come
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
for being a nation.
from being the nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
But they have consulted together
But they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The tabernacles of Edom
the tabernacles of Edom
and the Israelites
and the
of
Israelites
Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarene
and the Hagarene
from all the Ammon
all of them
and Amalek
and Amalek
the Philistines
the Philistines
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the habits of Tyre.
Asher is also joined with them.
Asher also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of the sun.
At the brook of the
Which
Shaw.
perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became dumb for the earth.
Make them nobles like a red.
Make them nobles like a
And
red.
like the egg.
Like the egg.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Sabbath.
As Sabbath.
As Amun.
As Amun.
Who said,
Who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of the Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wind.
Make them like a wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burns the wood.
As the fire burned the wood.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
As the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy temple.
with thy temple.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid
With thy stone.
with thy sword.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
That
shame.
they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be
And
confounded.
troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And purged.
And purged.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most
Over
high.
all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
We're gonna say the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Al-Hayy?
Why Al-Hayy?
Why Tazavayah?
Why Tazavayah?
Al-Waq Yahanna.
Al-Waq Yahanna.
Al-Waq
Al-Waq
Yahanna. Al-Surrender.
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 Al-Surrender. Why
Wahawaki.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
Water Aman. And in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
The generals.
The generals.
The captain.
The captain.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to do the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
Speak against us.
Thy prophet.
Thy prophet.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasure of the rich of Israel.
The treasure of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to get to the school.
That refuse to get to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And the drug dealers.
And the drug dealers.
The court system.
Court
The
system.
prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and
The
armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay movement.
The gay
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
That's the space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marine.
Marine.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
The cable access channel.
The cable access channel.
And the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Of any of our people.
Of any of our people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
And bring swift destruction.
To all the heathens.
To all the heathens.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Or try to stop us.
Try to stop us.
Broadcasting your word.
For broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plague.
Let loose all the
Let
plague.
loose all the plague.
Let loose all the plague.
Let loose all the plague.
Let loose all the plague.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plague.
Let the plague.
Take the house of the thief.
Take the house of the thief.
And the murderer.
And the murderer.
Let Yahweh Shah.
Let Yahweh Shah.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucer.
Come down with the flying saucer.
And punish all the heathen.
And punish all the heathen.
That come up against us. As we speak thy word.
word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known
By all.
by all
That it is the angels that have done it.
that is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread
Through the media.
through the media
Throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause the second that coming.
In the name of Yahanna.
In the name of Yahanna.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So big.
So big.
Son, which means to turn. Men of Israel, gird thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
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 Men of Israel, will give us one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Mountain Shabbat, Emmanuel, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Thumb.
Yah Yamatar, class dismissed.